defense. 187, 420 is the season. Niggas ain't loyal, stay dropping ether. If you ain't my blood, I ain't really gotta plead ya. Cocaine fixtures, OG scriptures, top dog ways. Black hippie nigga, came from the under. Team full of spitters, Killer California, home of the reefer. Fire.
It's too easy, son. It's too easy, son.
We in here. Rehab TV, first
Rehab
episode.
TV.
With my main man, Kirk. Not money, Kirk. Captain Kirk is what they call him. Captain Shoot 2 News. Captain for Kick.
All that, man.
10 years. 10 years since the last Rehab TV episode. So I got a phone call from my guy. He says, you got to bring it back, dog. He here.
I'm here. Rehabtv-Staywoke. Now let's get this episode going, man. This is episode 1. Hey, I'm happy to be back with my man. QUE, questions is understood, as he would say.
Hey, so, understood every day.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do this, man.
First things first. Everybody's doing it. Are they flying, or are they trying, or are they dying?
I believe they dying. Someone is dying and they trying. To me, the crepe challenge is something that you had sent to me earlier this week, man. And I say it as being a way to allow people to hurt themselves and videotape themselves being hurt, so they won't have to be able to worry about paying for that insurance or anything like that. What do you think, man? Because ain't no way in hell I'm doing a crate challenge.
I agree. Like, crate challenge, I'm not with it at all. I really think that it's very dangerous. So if you want to go ahead and partake in these activities, please be very careful.
I would say we don't sponsor or advertise or participate in allowing people to hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? Allowing people to hurt themselves, as well as hurting themselves and videotaping themselves being hurt. Because if you videotape yourself being hurt, how can you make an insurance claim on yourself if you hurt yourself? That's a stupid decision that you decide to make. Very stupid decisions.
But in other news, Candyman came out this week.
Great movie.
Out of scale of 1 to 10, what is the stay woke?
Stay woke on that movie, sir. I give it, out of scale of 10, I give that movie a solid 8. I give it an 8.
Was it the acting? Was it the special effects? Like, what was it?
If, for instance, you was able to see the first Candyman,
okay,
as well as the second Candyman, then there was a third Candyman. Then it finished off with this Candyman. They stopped at 4 because I'm not going to say the 5th one either, because I don't want him to appear. But it was basically given the last one that he did was given the story basically of the first one, if you understand me.
Yeah.
And basically it's about, I don't want to tell the whole story, but I'm going to give y'all bits and pieces of it. If y'all notice on the first story, it was about the lady who was in the projects and her son was taken from her. Well, in the new movie, that is the son. That is the son who becomes the new, quote unquote, new Candyman. But other than that, man, out of 10, I give it an 8. Great movie. I think you should wait till it actually comes out on HBO Max or something like that. But you don't really need to go to the movie theater to check that out. You don't really need to go to movie theaters to check that out.
So what's your favorite movie out right now? I know you're a big movie goer. You go to the movies, every Tuesday or Thursday, I think. You can check it out.
I hit the movies up every Thursday, bro. Every Thursday.
Definitely.
Every Thursday. I think this Thursday is, what is it, Shang-Chi? Something about the 10 Rings or something like that.
Is that the new Marvel joint coming out?
Yeah. I might go check that out.
Okay.
And if I go check it out, it will be jalapenos and popcorn. Believe that.
Now, as far as your history, you have a history of ex-military, Well, let's start. Let's start from way back. Let's start from way back.
Let's start from way back.
Hey, we've known each other over 20 years. So you have a deep history being an athlete. Played football all through high school, all through middle school, middle school, high school. Played a little basketball. Played on a local AAU team where you didn't lose a game for over 2-3 years almost.
It was years, man.
It was a couple years. I was on that team too, so it was pretty tough.
Oh, and you already know you the truth, bro.
And then you go to junior college, which is a grind in California at Ventura.
Did 2 years there.
And then go to Tennessee State. So after you get done with college, what was your thought process like? Where were you going after that? Like,
well, after college, man, I had an agent. I did have an agent. I did try out for the Cleveland Browns, and that was in 2002 or 3, I believe. 2003, I tried out for the Cleveland Browns. You know, did the little, as you would say, the what is it? What you call it? Camp? Well, what's the camp called again?
Like a combine?
Yeah, the combine. I did pretty well in there. Bench press a good bit. Ran the 40 in like what? For a lineman, it was like 5 and some change.
Okay.
I finished in like a 4.9. You know what I'm saying? Like I was quick. So I did that. And then my body was telling me something like, you know what? You can't play football forever. So go and raise your hand and serve and protect the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Now,
so I joined the military.
With you joining the military and having an athletic background, was it like a very strenuous job, or was it like almost like being an athlete again with having rules and, you know, being structured, a lot of structure as far as regiment?
It was more of a, just like, as you would say, being an athlete growing up, we were able to, you know, how to run, do this, do that. I mean, you know how your father used to be coaching us. He used to push us to the limits on everything. So when I joined the military, it was a small grind, but it was something that I was already used to for growing up in a military style family, regardless. You know what I'm saying? As I know, when you met me, my pops was already out of the military, as well as your pops was already out. So it became easy. And the good thing about it is that when I did join the military, I already had some college background behind me, because a lot of people in the military, that's what they were striving for, to get some form of college education. And back then, a college education in the military will allow you to get promoted faster than anyone else.
Right,
you know?
right.
So that was good.
Name some of the places you've been to around the world.
Korea, mostly Korea, Germany, Japan, El Paso, which is in, you know, Texas, Fort Hood, Fort Polk, Louisiana, Fort Leonard, Missouri, and those are about it. But let me just go ahead and give a quick little shout out to all the military veterans and military service people who are still in, who were able to see what was actually going on the news, you know, recently this month, about people pulling out of Afghanistan. Unfortunately, I was not one of the personnel to be able to go to Afghanistan, but I do understand how it is to be in a wartime environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your mind and everything is totally different when you're over there in a wartime environment. Like I did Iraq, and when I went over to Iraq, I thought it was going to be a 12-month tour, and it ended up being 15 to 18 months. So shout out to all my military veterans, because yes, I am one as well. Let's get that out.
Good looks. Now, a trending topic today or this week is that new Kanye album. I don't know if you've listened to it yet, or if you've gotten a chance to even partake in the Twitter comments from Soulja Boy.
Kanye, you got me fucked up, nigga. Don't never get to calling my phone talking about do no song, do no verse, pussy ass nigga, and get to taking the shit out your first. Nigga, you could have called me lame ass nigga.
All the way to Chris Brown.
No, I didn't really get into it much on Twitter.
Fuck you talking about, nigga?
But the actual the actual tracks that he played, I was able to, you know, how like we were able to actually get on YouTube and hear the
album. The album release.
Actually when he was in Atlanta. So
yeah.
I mean, you gotta understand, man, Kanye he's a different breed of a person, man. That brother is a different breed of a person.
Hey, there's levels to this, you know?
Hey, you heard what Kobe said. He said, I need you to be more better.
More records.
But I'm the best.
He said, I'm the best. I'm the best.
Be better than the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
You know? Well,
hold up, man. Hey, you've been questioning me, man.
What's up
Let
with
me
it?
question you, man.
Hey, talk to me. Talk to me.
What the does that mean?
Start me off where you started from, young fella.
I started from the bottom, now I'm here.
Now we here.
We here. But grew up in El Paso, Texas, Northeast, El Paso, Texas, far west Texas, for those of y'all that don't know, the armpit of Texas, right next to Juarez. Grew up in a multicultural household, I guess. My mom's half Mexican, so it's kind of different for me. My dad was in the military, got stationed there. Of course, we stayed there. He met mom down here in San Antonio. Went back home, was raised out there. Transferred to about 2 high schools, all because of basketball, trying to chase a state championship.
Like always.
And ran into a lot of interesting situations. Let's put it that way. A lot of stuff doing with color, racism. A lot of stuff doing with just being aggressive, like in their own. I don't know how to explain it. It was a whole different experience for me. So, played high school basketball, was pretty good. All state.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I was all right. I was okay. You know, I averaged like 28 points a game my senior year, 27, something like that. High game of 49, 47, a whole bunch of 35, 36, 37, 38s. Got kicked off the team my senior year for fighting. So I didn't get a chance to ever be in the playoffs. Then I go to college. I got a Division I scholarship. My dad sends me to Dallas to play AAU, come back, get a scholarship, go to Virginia. I didn't get a chance to pick my college, basically. My dad picked it for me. Didn't work out there. They brought in a kid averaging 40 points a game right after me. So I was like, no, I'm out of here. I already knew the deal.
Yeah.
Skated back to Texas. Played a little D2 basketball. Was different. I didn't know the schools, didn't know the players, didn't know the conferences. Never heard of these. Right? No, at Angelo State.
Oh yeah, I know.
At Angelo State, I never heard of these schools like Tarleton State, West Texas A&M, which Maurice Cheeks went to from the Philadelphia 76ers. Cameron University. There's so many schools, like so many Division II schools, and I met a lot of interesting people, made a lot of relationships, especially with my teammates, and some that I still talk to this day. And some of them will be on this show as well, so which is pretty dope. I also after that, when I had a child, moved back home for a little bit, and I linked up with Kurt because he got stationed out there, and then that's when we started making music. With that. We was always on the street. So then came about Rehabtv because I always have a camera. I always had a camera with me. I always had a camera. And I pop it out at the most interesting times. Now, it got so bad where I pretty much got sent away by my dad to come live out here because he knew, like, he saw kind of like the route I was going, and I got into like a little bit of beef with some dudes. And he was like, yeah. A whole bunch of stuff happened, man. So I had to dip. I dipped out. I came out here and been living ever since. And I'm an AAU basketball coach where I thought something I'd never be. I'm a trainer. I coach kids, and I just try to give back to the game that I love, and I try to give back the way my dad would have gave back, whether it be picking kids up from practice, dropping them off, feeding them, clothing them. You know, some people have different and interesting stories.
Hey, let me get on a personal level real quick, man. As you was talking about your pops, man. Now, I want the people to know this, man. As y'all know, I was a college football player, right?
True.
I got a scholarship to play college football. When I was growing up, I really didn't know nothing about no football, basketball, nothing. What was it? 7th grade?
Yeah.
7th grade. Somehow, some way, I end up meeting this dude right here, man. When I say that his pops taught me how to play the game of basketball, his pops taught me how to play the game of basketball. His pop taught me and several other gentlemen within El Paso, Texas, how to play the game of basketball. And when I say that I knew my part in the game of basketball, I knew my part. I was not a three-point shooter. I was strictly, and I made my game strictly. And his pops told me, look, you don't need to shoot. Get your big body ass in there and get bounce.
But you play with some dogs, though. You play with Terreno Johnson, the legend.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? You play with
I was getting
Terrence
bounced.
Chairs. Like, there's some cats on that team that Daryl Watson. Like, come on, man. Like, there's some names on that team.
We knew our role. That's why we were so deep in winning championships after championships after championships. To hey, y'all want to lose this game so we can get a bigger trophy? Like, yeah.
Yeah, after we played 15 to 20 games in one weekend.
Deep, man.
Like, that's crazy.
More woke and open to what is actually going on in the world today.
Are they staying woke, though?
I really don't know. But let me tell you this, though. We have a Delta variant that is out now, right?
Correct.
They say that down there in South Africa, there is another variant that has emerged. Has it made it over its way to the United States of America yet? Not yet. But when it get here, that's going to be another variant going to be added to all the other variants that we seem to have. You know what I'm saying?
But is it going to come to the point where you watch a lot of movies and you've seen infected people in these movies? Is it going to come to the point where you're going to have a herd community and they're separating people that haven't been vaccinated and leaving the people that have been vaccinated alone? Are they going to come knock on your door, take you out your house, how they were doing in China?
Hey, I don't know. I mean, there's only a couple of billionaires that got spaceships, right? Why are we testing these spaceships?
Stay woke.
If a virus comes out, as for Existum did, and they say it will take years for them to create a cure, right? How is it that they were able to make a cure or a vaccine that can treat this virus, but we ain't even got no vaccine to be able to treat the common cold? I need for y'all to go check out the movie called Old. I need y'all to check out the movie called Old. Amlan, what was his name? Amlan Shamar, or whatever his name.
Yeah, Shamalat.
Yes. Check out the movie Old. It explains a lot with vaccines and viruses and how to cure them.
Rehab TV, we back. It's good to be in the booth with my guy, Captain for Kicks, whose shoe collection is ridiculous.
Ones.
Now let me ask you this: as far as the shoe collectors and the whole sneaker community, when did it become? Because I'm not really into Jordans like that, so
yeah.
But I'm into shoes. So I have over about almost 100 pairs of shoes.
I know.
But what I'm saying is like, how did a Jordan 1 become significant in culture as far as in the sneaker community and in fashion?
Well, put it like this. Kanye had a pair of Jordan 1s on back in the day, right?
Okay.
You know the following that Kanye has, right?
Hey, Polos and fresh ones.
Jay-Z had a pair of Jordans on back in the day as well. You know the following of Jay-Z. When you have something that's already old and you got somebody famous wearing it,
Yeah.
everybody else wants to get that or wear that. So it just became a part of fashion, became a part of hip hop just by seeing someone else wearing it on a video, on a TV show. I remember if y'all are older, it's me and him living single. Grant Hill came on TV with some Grant Hill 1995 Feelers.
Terrible shoe.
Terrible shoe. But because he was on Living Single with that shoe on back in 1995, everybody wanted that shoe. Cute.
Hey,
You cannot tell me.
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince was bringing out a Jordan every episode. Martin Lawrence was bringing out a Jordan every episode.
Spike Lee too. Spike Lee
was bringing the
what is it? Hey, no, Do the Right Thing. What do you have on?
He had on the Cement Force, white Cement Force.
Yo! Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Not only just like we now, we step on my brand new white Air Jordans I just bought.
He had on some threes too.
Yeah, but the scuff on the shoe was a white Cement Force.
Okay. See, hey,
white Cement Force.
More money
with the scuff. Radio Raheem. They came out some Radio Raheem 2s back in the day.
Okay.
So, I mean, the fashion of Jordans and the fashion of hip hop, the fashion of culture, it all comes into one now. It's like a big melting pot, man.
Yo!
You know we see me on that black and they rehab.
My name's Johnny Vasquez.
And where you at, man? You in El Paso, Texas?
Yes, sir.
And what you rocking, man?
I'm rocking these Travis Scotts.
Shit. All right, man. Appreciate it, brother.
You're welcome.
That's how some of these high schoolers do over here in El Paso, man. The brother said he just got off the baseball field, but he had the Travis Scott's on.
Rehabtv, baby. You know how we do.
Bling.
And that concludes our first show, episode 1, season 1 of Rehab TV. I am Questions Understood every day.
And I am Captain Kirk, a.k.a. Captain for Kicks. Stay woke in the background. Y'all see it, man.
Don't forget, stay woke. Stay woke.
We out. Bling.